Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Nationals March to October. In the last episode, we wrapped up the Wild Card Series beating San Diego 2-0. We walked them off in extras both times, and now we are here in the Division Series playing the #1 seed. It's the division rival Braves who finished 4 games in front of us to take the division, and they are the second-ranked team in terms of overall in the entire league. We'll be talking more about that in a little bit, but for now I want to go through, well, first what the playoff bracket's looking like right now, who moved out of the first round, the wild card round. In the AL, Texas beat Tampa Bay, and then the Jays beat the Yankees, so over there it's Rangers, Astros, so a Texas matchup, and then Toronto versus Cleveland. Over on our side, the Phillies beat the Brewers in 2 straight to advance on, and they've actually already played the first game of the division series, and the Phillies won. So the 82-80 Phillies kind of making some noise here in the playoffs. As far as our lineup goes, everything has stayed the same. The CPU didn't make any changes offensively, and I'm not making any changes. Ahmed Rosario was one of the few hitters to have a decent series in those 2 games, so I'm leaving him in. On the pitching side, everything's also the same here. I was thinking and actually kind of hoping that maybe they would want to swap out Hunter Harvey and Kyle Finnegan, but that's not going to happen for this series. So before we hop into game 1, let's look at what the Braves are looking like. So keep in mind, they're the second-ranked team in the entire MLB. So we're probably going to see some scary sights here, and yeah, that's a lot of pretty high overalls. I mean, when you remember that Chapman and Meneses are high 80s, and they're the 2 best in our lineup by like a decent amount in terms of overall, and then you see all the numbers they have here, it's like, wow. Michael Harris is a huge bat against righties, not at all against lefties though, so we're gonna have to keep that in mind, and maybe in the late innings in big spots keep him facing lefties. I'm surprised to see him decline though. Like, that's a lot of regression for an potential 23-year-old. But then out of nowhere they have JD Davis batting too. I guess he is a pretty good bat against righties with that 80 contact, but he's one of those guys who didn't even play in the regular season and got the call for the playoffs. Seems like every team always has one. And then you have Acuna, who's obviously a threat. He also regressed a surprising amount though, and he did have a down year compared to last year, but this last year was kind of crazy, so like any year should be a down year after you have an 1119 OPS. Austin Riley, another scary bat. A lot of regression from him though too. This is weird because like this is not a bad season, but this is so far 3 straight young A potentials who have regressed almost everywhere when it comes to hitting. Matt Olson, he didn't regress. He went up 10 in power against lefties. Probably a career year from him there. Wow. Not only 32 bombs, but he hit for a good average. Vaughn Grissom is the shortstop in this universe. No Orlando Arcia. It looks like he struggles against lefties, which is weird because going into this season, it looks like he was way better against lefties than he was righties. He had a good year though. So that's it. Well, I guess you can't really consider that regression. He might have just been really good against righties and really bad against lefties. Then you have Marcell Ozuna. A lot of regression to him too, especially to the contact. Albies, he's looking pretty good. He didn't have the greatest season though, but still solid. And then you got Sean Murphy behind the plate, who offensively probably one of his better seasons so far, but also the threat from him is that I don't even want to attempt to steal any bases on that arm. The bench though, I don't know if there's anybody we really have to worry about. They have a pretty standard bench here. Backup catcher, lefty to face righties, righty to face lefties, and speed. But I think what's really going to be scary is their pitching, because they have Spencer Strider, Max Fried, Kyle Wright, and Mike Soroka, all 83s or above. And that's who we're going to face. You don't typically face the 5th starter in the rotation come playoff time, but Strider led the league in strikeouts with 261. Then you had Max Fried with a good year, Not a whole lot of strikeout potential from him, but still a good ERA and a lot of innings. Kyle Wright, a little bit worse, but still solid ERA. And then Mike Soroka, that ERA is actually up there, but all of them, maybe with the exception of Max Fried, even though he does still have a good pitch mix, but all of them are going to be tough to hit. It doesn't get much easier in the bullpen. I feel like every time we face these Braves in the regular season, it was always Colin McHugh that we saw, and I actually feel like I did decent against him, even though he had a pretty good year. But for the rest of the bullpen, they got the 3 lefties. Matzik didn't do great. Dylan Lee did pretty good, and then AJ Minter, I already looked at this one. 1 run allowed in 25 2/3 innings. The righties, you got Lamet, who I saw it didn't play in the regular season either. McHugh, we already talked about. Ian Anderson is a long reliever who put up some pretty good numbers. Nick Anderson, who I feel like I usually hit pretty well, but then Raisel Iglesias, who I feel like I don't usually hit very well, but he had a down year and he's regressing. So I guess, like how it usually is, if we can manage to get past the starter pretty early, we probably are better off facing the bullpen, but it is not by any means a weak bullpen. We have the lead here in game 1 of the series, so all we got to do is hold on to it. Obviously, I'd like to do more than that, but we got to get through 4 innings on the mound, and they're going to have a runner on first here threatening in the top or the bottom of the 6th. We scored in the top of the 6th, and we only have 1 hit apiece. This is a much better start out of Blake Snell than game 1 of the wild card. And all right, here we go. It's Marcell Ozuna. Snell only has 64 pitches, and it's not going to take us long to figure out what's happened so far, is it? It was a Luis Garcia triple. I was kind of expecting a home run, but it looks like Happ got walked and Garcia tripled him in, because of course he did. And then for Snell on the mound, it's the 1 hit allowed that came in this inning, because the only other base runner he allowed was Acuna getting hit by a pitch, but Acuna is not on base right now. 6 strikeouts, no walks. This is a great day for Snell, and we gotta keep it going. We can't ruin it for him. I mean, he's got so much energy left. I would keep him in anyway, but Ozuna's a little worse against lefties, and then you have Michael Harris, who's way worse against lefties, and then I think JD Davis even was worse against lefties. And were they trying a hit and run there? Oh, there we go. He couldn't hold up. There's another punch out for Snell. And Michael Harris looking helpless too. That was a 3-pitch strikeout. Oh, and then I bounced in a curve, and he's gonna move him up to second. So just a little bit of stress added, but he's not very quick. And there we go. That curve was much better. We'll get another strikeout. 3 straight punch outs to get us out of the 6th. And I don't think Snell's done yet. Look at him. We got to do something at the plate now, though. Only the 1 hit off of Spencer Strider so far. And you know he's just going to be throwing that pitch. Man, I didn't even realize his pitch count either. But this is 5 pitches so far this inning. He's only at 63 total. Oh, no, I worked it to 3-2 and saw the pitch. The ultimate pitch you want to see in that situation. See, I do that way too often. The PCI is finally there, and that's the time I'm too early. You know, every other time my timing would be fine, and I just don't get the PCI up there, or I drop it or something. Oh my god, I was 2 out in front of it that time also. At least I made contact. Okay. I mean, I guess that's a fine take on 3-1 if I'm not ready for it, but okay, no, it's fine, because we got one up through the middle. Now I don't have to be mad about taking a hanger. We got speed on first again. It seems like Lane Thomas is always on first. Wait, hang on. In that little cutaway there as he was throwing the ball back, they have Travis d'Arnaud behind the plate? Huh, I guess I didn't look at their lineup against left-handed pitching. But for some reason, they have Sean Murphy benched against lefties. Okay, well, d'Arnaud's got a much weaker arm behind the plate, so maybe it could be worth it to try and take off at some point, maybe even now. With 86 speed on first, is that kind of getting too greedy? Should I try it? I'm gonna try it. Why not, man? Okay, well, the CPU reads your inputs. I forgot about that one. You don't get picked off any other time besides the time you finally go to steal. Let's try it again, though, on a 2-1 count. I'm still greedy. I want this to happen. I want to be somebody who can swipe bases. Nope, we got a terrible jump. Gotta protect him. Could have been an easy 3-1 count. That's why I gotta just not steal. You can't do it. Not on Legend. Abrams, run, land fair, please. That is gonna land fair. I can't send him though. Not with Acuna out there and right. If there were 2 outs, maybe it'd be worth it to push it there, but with only 1, we have a good chance of driving him in. That was a great AB there from Abrams. 1 more hit here, Chapman. Come on, you can't strike out. You can't do that. Okay, 3-0 count. I don't know if I want that though, because then that just sets up a double play. Okay, we went home. Okay, I mean, that was another failed check swing, which again, I don't know why that is happening so often lately, but I guess it was hit to the right spot where we had enough speed. I never would have sent him, but the CPU did, and it picked us up another run. That actually was a way better result than just taking ball 4 for the walk. Because you never know what Ruiz could have done with bases loaded and 1 out. He could have just grounded into a double play. And Ruiz, I'm way under that, but that's carrying. Is it going to leave? Oh my God. K-Bear Ruiz with the moonshot? Can you call it that when it's that high and just didn't go far? What an inning. This is the same inning, right? It's been going on so long that it feels like 2, but it started with me saying, look at the pitch count on Spencer Strider. I think he started the inning in the 50s. He was at like 58, 59 pitches. That one was like 80 something, and we're still not even done yet. He might be done. He is done. We put up 3 in 1 inning against Spencer Strider to get him out of here. Now we get to eat into that bullpen a little bit. Oh, and I wanted to see officially how many pitches that was. That was the 90th pitch. Have I really seen over 30 pitches this inning? Oh, and I waited back, but I expected more break from that cutter than it had. So he comes in, McHugh comes in, gets that first out or that third out immediately, but not before we did plenty of damage. We got plenty of cushion now for Snell to keep going. He's got so much energy left. If we maintain a lead like this, he can finish it. Save the bullpen completely. There we go, an early count ground ball to Sheets. Oh, that one was hit pretty hard though, but that's fine. That's only 1. That is only a base hit here with 1 out in the 7th. And then, yeah, there we go. Up and into Albies to sit him down. Another punch out for Snell. Oh my God, look at where he's spotting these pitches right now. It's perfect. Oh, that was another one though. That was perfectly spotted too. Help him out. Okay, good tunnel action there probably. Now can we punch him out on the curve? Of course we can. Blake Snell is going crazy today. He is absolutely going off here in game 1. Oh man, and they're already done with McHugh. They're going further into that bullpen. Actually, that just probably means McHugh won't have any energy loss going into the next game. Oh, and I was so close to making a good swing on that. Go the other way with it. Or get the PCI up there. Either way, it probably would have gotten down. Garcia going the other way. I don't know. Harris is flying out there. Oh. Wait, what? Did that just look weird to me, or what happened there? I can't tell if Harris just like pulled up right before it landed, or if that landed way further back than he was able to get to. I'm thinking that landed right at the base of the wall, and Harris just couldn't get to there from where he was. It just looked really weird. And we're going to take the walk with Meneses. Can't say I blame him for pitching around him with a base open. He's getting on base over half the time, though, so far in the postseason. Sheets the other way. That could get over his head? No. And I can't move him up either. Man, that was a really nice swing, actually. We're going to see. I timed it up so well. Got the PCI up there. That is the kind of swing you want to be making. It's a shame it didn't go further. Oh my God, that would have been an easy run. That was a perfect swing. That really had to be hit right to him. Man, I'm swinging the bat so well with Lane Thomas here in the playoffs, though. All right, we're going to keep rolling with Snell. I don't know if I can say with 90 pitches if he's going to finish it, but I'm going to at least try and give him the 8th. Oh man, they can't even check swing right now. This is crazy. is crazy, dude. Look at that. That was 2 failed check swings for strike 2 and 3. Oh, that just snuck down the line. Wow, of course it would take something like that to get him to do anything against Snell right now. That was 3 straight fastballs into Ozuna. He was late on every single one. 13 punch outs for Snell, and he's still overpowering batters 99 pitches in. And he's just now getting into the yellow here at 103 pitches. And we sit down 1 more on the Heat. I think I am going to call it there, though. I want Snell to have some energy if we need him for a big Game 5 or something. I don't know, man. Let's see if we can catch him off guard here with Abrams. Lefty, lefty, lay one down. I feel like he doesn't have much of a chance of making a good swing, but now they didn't get that bunt down. Oh, he's still back at third. I don't know why I pulled that one back. Oh, and then we're going to get a base hit. All right. Man, where did this come from? All of a sudden with Sheets and now Abrams, lefty, lefty, up and away on the Heat, making good swings. Oh, I missed that. Okay. Saw that hanging, thought I would make a good swing on it, but I wasn't even close. Ruiz with another hit. Okay, he's getting going now. He didn't have a good first 2 games of the postseason. He was only batting like 089 or something like that before I hit the bomb. And Ahmed Rosario! Oh my god, that came out of nowhere. I didn't even feel like I made that good of a swing on that, but I was all over it. Wow, is he actually coming alive here in the playoffs? That gives us all of the insurance we need now. And we go further into that bullpen. Ian Happ now to the gap. Oh my god, can I hit like this every game? Save some for the rest of the series. Oh, and it... And then all of a sudden I missed that. I'm putting together this great at bat. I've got all these hits in a row this inning, and then I missed that one. Oh, and then I get sat down with Meneses. Okay, I think we did enough though that inning. Man, and with those 3 extra runs getting tacked on, this turns it into a Hunter Harvey game. This is about the only kind of situation he's gonna see any postseason action. Oh, and he's hitting his spot perfectly. Look at that on the corner. Oh, okay, well, turned on that heat inside. Let's not make this interesting or anything. Let's just, you know, get these outs. Don't want to have to bring in anybody else. Okay. Went all the way to 3-2 against Acuna there. I just wanted to make sure that ended up in the zone, and that was perfect. Man, they're not chasing against Harvey here. They're just making this as difficult as it needs to be. There we go. And they're gonna get another one on base here. Okay, let's just, you know, as a precaution, maybe get Jordan Hicks up or something. Okay, and there we go. Immediately roll the double play ball after we get the insurance option up in the bullpen. What a game 1 though. 7-0. I put up 6 runs of my own. Maintained the shutout. So alright, man, that is the exact sort of game we need to start out a new series like this, especially a best of 5. Take a commanding 1-0 lead. Now let's just win the next game on the road. Completely steal home field advantage. How about that? What kind of situation we got? Oh man, they're gonna hand it to me? I shouldn't say that. I won't get that cocky, but up 3-1 in the 7th. We have less time. We have to maintain the lead and an extra run. But we are gonna go ahead and play that one in the next episode. So guys, as always, make sure you hit that like button for me if you enjoyed today's video. Make sure if you're not subscribed to the channel, you hit that subscribe button. But thanks for watching today, guys. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you next time.